Hi, welcome again to Herb Warren's Drum Playroom. I thought I'd start today by giving you a brief overview of what's here, and then we can talk about individual drums. You can tell me what you want to hear. You can ask, why did you choose that drum? Why do you collect it? Why do you have so many of the same drum? And I'll be happy to answer for you. So let's start over here, where I have some more exotic or different kinds of drums. This is a head snare drum. I believe they only made just one type. It's a great drum. I use it on occasion. I got it because it was different and the appearance is gorgeous. Next is a Gretch limited edition. This is number 18 of 50. The next is a beautiful Gretch, black with gold rims and hardware, and then above it is a truly pristine, absolutely pristine, chrome over brass, Rogers Dyna. Now if we go over here, I don't have a lot of Ludwig, but I do have unique ones. The one at the very top is the Cole Palmer signature drum, on which he personally autographed the interior. The one below it is a classic with internal muffler. It's a hand-hammered Ludwig. Next to it is a Black Beauty, and below it are two commemorative drums, 100th year, 150th year. And then down here are four different Sakai drums. Sakai, for those of you who may not know, they are a very, very high-end drum manufacturer in Japan, and they used to make all of the high-end drums for Yamaha. Unfortunately, they ran into hard times. They decided to go on their own, and they ended up folding, and now I believe, if they are being made, they're being made in Taiwan. All of the drums I have are the original Japanese made. Next to that, there are two really nice DWs. What makes them unique, this is the DW version of the Dynasonic. The chrome and the wood are both made at the bottom very much, and I'll show them to you later, they're both made at the bottom very much the way the Dynasonic rail system is. Of course, being DW, they're a little more complicated. And then at the top is a head, a DW head, signed by Mick Fleetwood, since he happens to be a DW endorser. Over here is the David Garibaldi snare drum, which is one of my very favorites. It looks like, it wouldn't pack much of a wallop, but as you'll see as we go on, it packs a lot of wallop. Next to that are four Slingerlands. The one here at the bottom is the Fiesta Jazz model. Very, very, very underrated drum. Because it was underrated, it was a very cheap drum to buy. And I never understood why, because the sound is great. It's got an internal muffler system. And the other three, the 6.5 by 14 and the two 5 by 14s, are the Slingerland Gene Krupa models. They all sound just great. Great drums. Above that, there are two examples of the Angel drums, the Wenge snare, and the one that I used in preparing an earlier video, which has been on Facebook, about the custom manner in which they make snare drums. So this is a whole different configuration. Above that is the Steve Gadd Yamaha out of production snare drum with the original wood hoops and snares that Steve Gadd specified. And next to it is the trick drums Buddy Rich Trick Drums did a commemorative manufacturing of a very, very limited supply, and each one is signed by Buddy's daughter Kathy and numbered. Okay, as we go over here, there are, again, of course, a lot of Latin drums here, but here is all Yamaha with a lot of signature drums, which I will show you. And then this is a Purl Hybrid, which is an incredible drum, incredible. Then here we have on the bottom all Purl signature snare drums. And one that is very rare, they made this chrome with this type of lug for a very, very limited time and sold it pretty cheaply. And then they realized that it was too cheap, and then, as many drum manufacturers do, they decided not to produce it anymore. So this one was never used when I got it, and I paid almost nothing for it, and it's one of my prized drums. Up here are some of the prettiest drums made, and these are all Mapex. Their finishes are gorgeous, and as we go along, I'll show you. Not only are their finishes gorgeous, the throw-off is a wonderful piece of engineering. There's more Purl drums, and then there's this one Mapex that is just fantastic, and this is a Russ Miller snare drum that is second to none. Here, starting with Drum Workshop, are 4 more examples of the DW line that they're beautiful drums. They're just beautiful drums. And then here's the beginning of Purl. This is a copper prototype of Gretch right here that they never produced. And it's a gorgeous drum. It sounds great. They made it and they decided not to produce it. Then all the way over here is all Gretch. These are all Gretch. And then here we start the Tama line. These are all Tama SLPs, which again, these are beautiful drums. They're definitely top professional quality, and they're underpriced for what they can do. This drum, ironically, the drummer on the Stephen Colbert show uses this drum all the time, this particular one. One like it, not this particular drum, but one like it. Then we go from the Tama SLPs to the Tama Star Phonics. That drum is very hard to beat. The finishes are beautiful, the sound is magnificent, and the throw-off mechanism is second to none. Second to none. Great drum. Great drum. Now, we go to Rogers. This is a Rogers Red Sparkle Dynasonic, 5x14. These are original production Rogers 5-line chrome over brass Dynasonics. This is a black diamond Purl and a silver sparkle 6.5x14. Then on the bottom you have more of the Dynasonic Big R line and one more near pristine, near brand new version of the 5-line. Then here is another 5-line Dynasonic, and when you first came in, you passed the first section of Gretch drums. Some of these are commemorative versions. Some of these were purchased for different reasons. There's a few Brooklyn drums in here, some USA Customs, some signatures, and this is a beautiful bronze 6.5 by 14 that just sings. It's a beautiful, beautiful drum. So now, what did I leave out? Okay, so I left out this Yamaha oak, which matches the Yamaha set. I left out this incredible snare drum. Purl, that's a Purl Sensitone in raw bronze. And then I left out this, which is a Tama Retro SLP snare that it really is a great drum. It kicks. And one that I got a lot of comments on when I said I wasn't playing it, and I took those comments to heart, and this is my original Gretch snare drum with the original baseball bat throw off, chrome over brass. Sound is indescribable. So I am using it now. I'll use it more when I get back to work. And that's what's here. There's a lot more that's not here. That if you like these various sessions, I'll be happy to bring them out. There are different drum sets, different configurations, different manufacturers. Manufacturers that everyone tells you their drums are the best, but we can look right up close and personal as to which ones are. And the same goes for cymbals. This kit has an old K Constant and Opal setup. This is a K Custom Dark Splash with it. And then here, these are all Peisty signatures with a Sabian HHX Crash. Again, I have lots of different cymbals that I can show you and you can ask about, and I have a lot more different kinds of drums that I'll be happy to share with you and to have you ask questions about. Ask me what they sound like if you want to know why I like one over the other, or whether there's one drum that I particularly love. Feel free to ask. We're all stuck indoors and waiting for the time to come when we can get out and go back to work. And but in the meantime, I hope you're doing what I'm doing, and that's I'm using this time to practice, to work on exercises, to strengthen my hands and my reading skills. So that's the Herb Warren Drum Playroom, and I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you'll come back many, many times as we literally go around the room and select drums that we want to showcase and play, and maybe set up with a drum set and show you how it sounds. And after a while, we'll change these drum sets out for different sets. And again, don't hesitate to ask questions and leave comments as well. You can find me on www.herbwarren.com, or you can email me at hdw@herbwarren.com. Thanks again, and enjoy drumming.